Good morning. Afternoon. I always say good morning, even though it's not even morning here. It's just what I say. I can't help it. Hello, Jamie. All right. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? I hope fabulous. I'm going to share. Let me go share it somewhere. I'm just hitting random buttons, hoping it goes somewhere. We can hope, right? All right, there we go. It said it shared to Facebook, so that's where it shared to. All right, there we go. Happy Monday. You did get up early. I'm so excited. I actually had to take my son to an appointment about an hour away this morning. So I had to get up so early. I'm not a morning person. And we get down there and they're like, sorry, we have to reschedule the appointment. So I had to drive all the way home. 2 hours of driving for nothing. Yeah, so it's been that kind of morning for me. It just definitely has. But it's all right. It's fine. Just had a nice early morning drive. You know, it was quite something. Look, I have to show you my little mug I got. Look how cute that is. Isn't it cute? I love him. And then and I was like, don't you think you should probably have called me this morning about that? And I had them write it in the chart that we're an hour away, but you know, they just didn't seem overly concerned. So I wasn't gonna worry. I was just like, fine, bye. That's the end of that. Isn't he cute? I love him. So this is my Tractor Supply find with when I bought my ducks. You know, it works. But I have a funny story about this too. So I made tea. This is tea. And I was like, just got home. So I was kind of rushing around and I sat down and I was drinking my tea and I'm thinking, why is this so weak? This is so weak. I forgot to put the tea bag in. So this is my morning. This is it. It's now afternoon and I am okay with that. Here anyway. Right? Like, so I was just drinking hot water for I don't even know how long. I'm just like, wow, this is really weak tea. What's wrong with this tea? Well, there's no tea bag in it. Yep. I mean, it's not bad to drink hot water, right? It's good for you still. I had to laugh at myself because I'm just like, yes. Yes, and yes. So anyway, what do we have going on? Get some housekeeping out of the way. Tomorrow, I am speaking with Nicola McIntosh. And, well, thank you, Jamie. And she had created the herbal deck, a book. She has a book and a deck coming out. She's from Australia, so I'm going to be talking with her tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, so 4 p.m. Pacific time. Let me get the name of her book here. I had it pulled up, and again, this is just my day, and it's totally all right. So I'm going to be speaking with her. She is super nice. It was so funny too. We were, you know, when they live in Australia, it's definitely like a challenge for the scheduling because they're a day ahead. So I'll be speaking with her at 7 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, but for her, it's like 9 in the morning on Wednesday. And she had originally scheduled it for like 3 in the afternoon Eastern time. And then she, you know, got a hold of me and she's like, wait a minute. I calculated that. It's like 3 in the morning. And I was like, you know, I was going to get a hold of you about that because, yeah, that seemed like it was going to be a little bit too early for you. So we just had a good laugh about that. Time zones can really break somebody's brain, especially when it is, Australia. And it depends on too, like where in Australia they are. So I made a post. I'm going to repost it in a little bit because of course now I just can't find it. I just can't. And it'll be a lot of fun. I mean, we already were joking around on, just through our emails with each other, like just, so I'm excited to talk to her because she seems like she's a lot of fun. So we will be doing that. Oh, here it is. It's through Rockpool, and she does, let's see. They sent me a thing. Now I'm like going back and I'm looking at our emails that we were writing. Celtic Spirit Oracle and Plant Spirit Medicine. So she has a deck and a book coming out. So I'm really excited to talk to her about that because from what I saw online, it looks really awesome. Good morning, Amber. I was trying to use my mouse to do the wave. Oh my God. Guys, am I going to make it through this day? I don't know. We have a new moon eclipse in Taurus on Saturday, and it also happens to be my son's 18th birthday, my third son's 18th birthday. So that's exciting. Yeah, so we have Nicola on Tuesday evening, and we have our new moon going on. Today's a moon in Pisces, so you know what? Practice some self-care. I think I need to do that, and I need to make tea with a tea bag in it. And that's my self-care for the day. I think it's important. Yeah, and also too, our print edition is still available. Not much longer, so if you're going to grab that, the link is in our bio. So you can hop over there after we are done here and grab that. And the e-signs are always available too, and you can get access to them like super quick. So that's always an option as well. But if you want a print issue, and we share the cover, it's in the feed on our page. You definitely want to do that. Hello. Good morning. So yeah. So today I wanted to do something a little bit different, and this deck just jumped out at me, the Relative Tarot by Carrie Paris. I know a lot of you know that deck. So I wanted to pull cards today, messages from our ancestors for each zodiac sign. That kind of sounds like, I don't know, it sounds fancy. I'll take it. I'll take fancy. We got sparkles going on, so it's going to happen. And then I grabbed my charm set. So we're going to use charms because we all love charms. And that's that. And again, look at gold edging. Gotta love gold edging. So really, you can take this. You know, I'm going to go through every sign. I'm going to pull a tarot card. I'm going to pull a charm. And you can either take it as a message from your ancestors, or you can just take it as a message for your week, and that's it. So, you know, we're very customizable here. You just do it whatever way you want. But I'm going to just go ahead and see. We're just going to talk to the ancestors today. Maybe they have some advice for me to get through this crazy day. And I say it's only, you know, this is the day that I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, it's been a long week and it's only Monday. Sometimes. So yeah, so that's what we have here. And this is the last week of April. Yay. It's almost May. All right. So here we go. Aries, what do your ancestors have for you today? What messages do they have for you? We got the Lovers. So what I'm feeling is that you need to just take stock of your relationships. How are all your relationships looking this week? Maybe there are some that you need to give a little attention to. If by me saying that someone pops in your head, that's the person you need to, maybe reach out to, say, let's get together, that sort of thing. So I think that's really what it's about for you. The ancestors want you to work on relationships and nurturing relationships this week. So let's see what charm we get for this. We got some charm ASMR going on. So we got a ring. I think that's really interesting. And it's not like a ring. It's just an actual ring. So I feel like this has to do with kind of like what goes around comes around type situation. So if you're feeling like you aren't being nurtured in relationships, maybe that means because you need to reach out. By reaching out to another person, then they will also reciprocate, and that kind of creates that circle of love. That's what I'm going with. I like it. And also, too, if you want me to pull a card for you, if you're on your phone or iPad, you can use the little question mark bubble next to your comment bar, or you can just put it in the chat. So the comment bubble is nice because then it holds all the questions so I can get to them in between all the stuffs. All right, so Taurus, what do we got for you? The ancestors want you to focus on moving forward. So we got the Three of Wands here. So they want you to really start making some decisions that maybe you've been putting off. Maybe you've been just kind of stuck, maybe you're holding on to memories or thoughts that aren't helping you move forward. And it's really time for you to move forward. They're telling you, get moving, whatever that is for you. That could be work, that could be home, that could be just getting your laundry done. It doesn't need to be complicated. So remember that as well. I think that's really important when we are reading tarot or any sort of divination. It doesn't always need to be these big, huge changes we have to make. Sometimes it's those little baby steps that really are the catalyst and the ones that need to be taken, because it's like it's there, but it's not ready yet. So you got to just slowly move there. But for you this week, Taurus, it's time for you to kind of get up, move around. Maybe you're deciding that it's time to start a new, maybe you're going to do some walking, or maybe you're going to drink more water, or maybe you have to make a decision that is a big decision, or one that has to do with creating some big movement. So Taurus, some things for you to think about. And we have that new moon coming up too, in that eclipse energy. And I had done a talk at a conference this weekend, and I was talking about just working with the moon cycles and stuff like that. And this question always comes up about working with the eclipse moon energy, whether it's a new moon, whether it's full moon. It is kind of like adding steroids to that energy, right? So that can be a great thing. But if it's something that you're not comfortable with, then just don't work with it. But I feel that that's really something that is about you, is about how you feel about it, what resonates with you. There's no right or wrong. And I know that there's it's for me, it's along the lines of when people talk about getting gifted a tarot deck, like it has to be gifted to you. Like I feel like working with energy, like the eclipse energies and stuff, is in that category for me. Because I feel like that's something that was said a while ago and kind of stuck somewhere, but I don't personally feel that's an issue, and I have worked with all of the moons whenever I feel like it. But sometimes maybe you just don't want a lot of energy. That's okay, and remember that it's okay not to work with a moon cycle if you're not feeling it. You don't have to do it. So that's just my little sidebar for that. So I got here, I got the frog. Look at that little frog. It's like a little tree frog. So with this little tree frog, it depending on where you live, frogs kind of hibernate, or they just, do whatever they do, right, in the wintertime. But when spring's here, like now, it's time to start moving around. It's time to start getting things going. So Taurus, that's what's up. Hello, Maya. So then that brings us to, I'm hearing like weird banging noises upstairs. I don't know what it is again. And I don't think anybody's home. What is that noise? I'm hearing noises. So see, that happens every once in a while. I don't know if any of you were on last time. I was hearing noises upstairs. I don't know. Don't know. All right. Where am I now? Gemini. All right, Geminis. What do you got for you? So we are just kind of picking cards for like messages from our ancestors. So that's definitely, you know, oh, that's so awesome. Ours aren't yet. We are like so close. Probably another week. Like everything is like just ready to bloom. I haven't heard the frogs yet. We're so close though. Like I know it's happening. So for you Geminis, the Hierophant. So your ancestors are calling you to look at the bigger picture, I feel like, and maybe getting some advice from somebody that you trust, and focusing on a direction. I feel like that's really important. I feel like that's a message that they have for you, is really paying attention to what's going on, have that focused energy. And if you feel that, you know, you need to talk it out with somebody, do it with somebody that you trust, that you get advice from. Because I feel like they're the ones that are going to really help guide you in the direction that you need to go, and that you don't have to make decisions yourself. And as a Gemini, you know, Geminis, you know, I'm not a Gemini, but I have two in my house. They like to talk things out. So I feel like before you make any big decisions, talk it out with somebody, Gemini. I think that's really important for you. All right. So we have here, hello, welcome everybody. I'm trying to see which way this goes. So I love this, that this is like a little mountain scene. So maybe for you Geminis, you know, maybe you just need to go to your peaceful place and just, you know, sit and think. And maybe you just need to ground and really decide what direction you want to take. I feel like that's really important for you. So that's what I got for that charm here. And I think I'm seeing one little bird flying back and forth. They must be making a nest right outside my office. All right. Hello, birds. Welcome. Come hang out with us. All right. So let's see. If you want me to pull a card for you, use the little question bubble if you're on your phone, or just go ahead and put it in the comments, in the chat. And don't forget to come hang out with me. Oh, see, Maya, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. I love that. I love that. That's awesome. See, it works. It works. And tomorrow, if you would love, we would love you to come join us. I'm going to be speaking with Nicola McIntosh. She wrote a Celtic Spirit Oracle and Spirit Medicine, Plant Spirit Medicine. We're going to be talking at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. So come join us. And we have our little, we get a question. Let's do this question before I hit the other one. One card is a message from my ancestors, of course. So this card popped out, so that's what I'm going to use, okay? That's what we're getting. So we have the Four of Cups. So, you know, I'm thinking your ancestor message is to get out of your head. Stop overthinking whatever situation you have going on. Stop overthinking it. It's time for you to look up, look around. And I really think it would be important too for you to look for little messages. Like I feel like that your guides may have some messages, or your ancestors, for you. So pay attention in the next couple things about, you know, pay attention to little things that pop up. Like, are you seeing, maybe you're seeing like a clover everywhere. Like you open your mail, there's a clover. You look outside, there's a clover. Pay attention to those little messages, because I think that there is a reason that you're getting them. And then once you figure out what it is, sit with it and see if you get any insight from it. So there you go. Oh, I love that. I want a horse. I've always wanted a horse. Maybe one day. All right. So now that brings us to our Cancers. All right, Cancers, what do we got for you? What do your ancestors have for you? And I have a jumping card, so we're going to take that. So King of Swords. Oh, he's a very stern looking fellow. All right, so Cancers. Sometimes people have advice for you, and it seems like it's really harsh. But I think Cancers, you need to, instead of just right away, just be like, oh my gosh, no, I'm not taking that advice. Try to look at it from a different perspective. Because I feel like sometimes when people are giving harsh advice, it's because they really care and they're kind of panicky because they're like, wait, don't make a bad decision. I got this. Pay attention to that. So, or maybe this is an older gentleman in your life that has something to say to you. And you know what? Even if you don't agree with it, at least give it that space and listen. So I feel like it's all about listening for you this week, Cancer. All about listening. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. All right, so let's see what time we get. And then we'll get to our question. So we have a little teacup. Look how cute this is. This little teacup. And I don't know, my chat just like went on my whole thing. Hold on, there we go. Look at this little teacup, how cute it is. I don't know if you can see. There it is. It's like won't focus. Anyway, so we have a little teacup. So, you know what? Again, like when you're having tea with someone, number one, make sure you put the tea bag or tea leaves in it. Not like I did this morning, was just drinking hot water. It's that, you know, when you're drinking tea, it's kind of, for me, it's like a very meditative type experience, but you sit and you just drink your tea, but also that gives you that space to be a listener, right? So again, I think that's really calling you to listen this week, Cancers. All right, let's get our question. Lisa, a card for why is so hard for me that two of my staple friends are leaving. All right. Let's see what we got, Lisa. Shuffling. All right. So, how funny. We got the Chariot, right? Because it's a big deal, right? It's a big deal that these people are not, you know, they're leaving. They're not going to be right there anymore. So for you, that changes your scope. And now when that happens too, that could be very like disorienting. So I really think for you, it's all about staying focused, right? Looking at the good things. And also maybe seeing what you can do to add into your life. Kind of those gaps that they're missing, they're going to be like leaving for you, but always keep moving forward and know that these things happen for a reason, and know that it's something that I feel like it's like what comes around goes around again. And I think there's a reason that it's happening this way and that it's opening up something else for you. So I do feel like there's a reason for that. Like, I don't think they're going to go away and then you can, you know, hopefully visit them and all of that good stuff. But I do feel like it's opening up something else for you. Like, this was supposed to happen this way. So I would just really, you know, let yourself grieve that. Let yourself be sad about it. You can. Don't feel like that you shouldn't. But also don't get stuck there. And I think that's, you know, a really big thing with the Chariot is like saying like, yeah, you know, this is a change, but you got to keep moving. So that's what I have for you, Lisa. Hello, everyone that just hopped on. Hello, hello. I'm trying to like wave to everybody. Okay, we have one more question here. I'd love a general reading. What do I need to know that I don't maybe? All right. Let's see. So for the Beautygram, we got, these cards are very jumpy. The Queen of Swords. I think you need to start speaking your mind, really. I feel like that maybe you've been really holding back in certain situations about how you feel about something. So now it's time to say what you mean and mean what you say and stick to it. You know, sometimes when we speak our mind, let me rephrase that. sometimes we don't speak our mind because we know that we're going to get a little like kickback from it, right? But who cares? You know, you still need to speak your mind. You need to still say your truth. So I think this card really is just kind of reminding you to do that. So that's what I got for you. And I keep hitting this stupid, there we go. There's that. Got it. All right. Like my chat, like it's just going up and down and all crazy today. Yes. All right. So Leos, I think we're in Leos now. You're very, very welcome. All right, Leos. I know I got all my Leos in the house, which is always very exciting. All right. What do your ancestors have to say, Leos? Wheel of Fortune. I think that's very interesting. That's an interesting card. Wait, I have to look at this a minute. Like, is that like a mirror? Oh, no, it's a spoke. It's like a... Oh, that's very interesting. Look at that. That's very interesting. Oh, awesome. Good. I'm glad it resonated with you. Leos, Wheel of Fortune. I really feel that your ancestors really are focusing on wanting you to keep moving forward, keep making the decisions that you need to make for you. Sometimes, again, it's that whole, it's sticky, you know? Purple Starfish. This is the Relative Tarot by Carrie Paris. So I think for you, you know, it's like, I just feel like don't get stuck. Whatever you feel like is getting stuck, I feel like maybe some grounding needs to get done. I feel like there are some kind of past things that are lingering for you that maybe because you're going through some stuff is popping up for you lately as well. And I think for you, Leos, it's really working on letting that go. Maybe even use that as your intention if you work with this new moon coming up in Taurus, because that's it's very home, you know, that very homey type energy. So maybe for you, it's all about just clearing out. Maybe it's just clearing out a closet or going through some old papers. I just feel like you need to do some clearing. So let's see what charm you get. Thanks, Jamie. All right. And when I post this after the fact too, I always put what decks I use. So when you're done here, you can always check that too. And then you can just click on it because I'll tag Carrie. All right. So what did we get? Oh, we got the Circus. Look at that. It says Circus on it. I don't know why. Like, it's not focusing very well today. I think because the way my light is. So it's a circus tent. So Leos, so with the circus tent, oh, really? Oh, good. See, Amber? Good. So I feel like maybe that energy is kind of making you feel like it's a circus. Like things are just a little bit all over the place. So I really think that it's important. I know, right? Jamie, right? See, I should have my trainer outfit, my outfit on. You know which one I'm talking about. I can't remember. So yeah, I feel that you need to do some clearing because just these little things are causing you to really not focus well. Maybe I need that for myself. Jeez. Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm still just trying to recover from my Monday so far. And I'm just trying, guys. That's all we could do. Yes, my Lion Tamer outfit. Yes. Ah, damn. I couldn't remember it for anything. All right. So, Virgos. Virgos, where are you? Do you have any Virgos hanging out here today? All right. We have that Wheel of Fortune again. So, for you, Virgos, I really think it's about, yes, a pillow fort is indeed what I need right now. Absolutely. Virgos, Wheel of Fortune. So for you, I really think this is about knowing that things change for a reason, and that you can't resist the change. You need to just kind of go with the flow, Virgo. And, even the sentence, Virgo, go with the flow, right? Virgos like things, this. My midheaven is in Virgo, so I have very Virgo-ish type energy going on sometimes. But I think for you, it's really important to go with the flow. That's all you can do. Because if you don't, all it's going to do is cause you stress that you don't need. And it's going to wind up happening anyway, right? So let's see what charm we get. Why is it so satisfying, the noise of the charms in the tin? It really is. I don't know why, but it is. All right. Oh, interesting. Look at how so this is an hourglass. Can you see it? I go like that. It helps a little. That's a little hourglass. So that actually kind of goes right along with what we were talking about. Like, that hourglass is going to keep going. You can flip it over, but then it's going to keep going again. You just kind of have to go with the flow. Virgo, you got that twice, so you better listen there. That's all you can do. So, Libras. It's a very jumpy deck today. The ancestors really want, to talk to everyone, I guess. That happens, right? So we have the Ace of Swords. All right. So Libra's Ace of Swords. There's a new beginning. There's new thoughts. There's new, Ace is the beginning. Ace is something new is happening, or you can put something new into motion. Or maybe it's a new conversation that you need to have that you haven't had before. Maybe your circumstances have changed. So now it's time to kind of reassess everything and have some new conversations, or start new conversations and really start to move forward. Or maybe, by using this new moon, you need a new way of thinking, or you need to reframe your thoughts. It's all up in our heads, Libra, this time around. All up in our heads. So your ancestors want you to really think about that and really think about reframing. I think that's the word that we're going with here. So what do we got here? Ooh, and we got an eagle. Some of these are they're awkward to hold because they're so little. But we have this bird, this eagle and it's kind of like he's taking off. So again, it's like that new energy, right? Like that new. So he's taking off. Libra is air. Birds fly in the air. The last I checked anyway. So Libras, it's time. It's time to really step into that new energy and maybe into a whole new thought process. See how that feels for you. All right, Scorpios. Are you still here, Saphira? It's time. It's Scorpio time. All right. So we got the King of Cups. We're getting a lot of court cards, I feel like, today. So Scorpio, King of Cups. It's time for you to kind of get your emotions in check. Maybe, you have just been kind of, in my head, I feel like your ancestors are just showing me a picture of just cups spilling over. Maybe you've just been emotionally all over the place, right? So Scorpio, I think it's time for you to kind of gather your cups back up, hold on to it, center yourself. Yes, master your emotions, exactly. It's time for you to kind of center yourself and just really kind of put yourself in check, because it's not serving you having your emotions everywhere, and especially being a Scorpio, because your emotions run very, very deep. And if you do not get, if you just let them run rampant, it could really, it can mess you up. It could be hard to kind of get back on track. So I really think that focusing on that and doing it too is also self-care. That's a very big self-care act. And, you know, even if others are thinking that maybe you are being kind of harsh or you're not, you know, like, how could you not be upset about this? You know what? You need to kind of expend your energy to what's really important right now. And if it's not important, and if it's just even just nonsense, you don't need to worry about it. You need to just put it aside. So let's see what charm you get. We got the butterfly. Well, I love that. So with the butterfly, that's all about, you know, new changes. So things may be changing for you. Maybe there are new things on your horizon, and it's really time for you to step into that new energy. And that might be the mastering your emotions, right? Like you said, Saphira, like maybe it is time for you to step into that energy, because that's what you really feel like you need to be doing in order to kind of move forward. Judgy ass. You're so funny. But but that's calling you. So I feel like your ancestors are kind of calling for you to change that, you know, and fly above it. That's what we got to do. You got this. You got this, Scorpios. All right. So, right. Yeah, definitely. New life, new way of thinking. I like that. So, Sagittarius. Oh, hello, Sagittarius. Where are you? Where are you here? Do we have any Sagittarius hanging around? Sagittarius is actually my rising sign. So we have here the Magician. So your ancestors are calling on you to really harness your inner gifts. What have you not? Maybe you haven't been paying attention to your intuition. Maybe you have been just like pushing it aside. Like, you know what? Yeah, my gut's telling me to do this, but I don't know if it's right. I'm not going to pay attention to it. Your ancestors are saying there's a reason why your intuition is poking at you. So make sure you're paying attention to that. And, you know, if you're somebody who hasn't worked with your intuition a lot, it's really important to use it every day. Your intuition's like a muscle. And the more you use it, the easier it is for you to just automatically go with it. The easier it is to recognize what's intuition, what's ego, because those like to kind of battle each other. A quick way to know the difference between intuition and ego is very rushed. It's usually like, oh my God, hurry up, do this now. You have to do it. Or, oh my God, you know, like that. Whereas intuition's more like, yeah, this is what you need to do, right? So that's a really easy way to kind of define which is which. And then you know which one to go for. And then you know that by doing that, you're practicing your intuition as well. So, onto our charms. We got that circus tent again. So for you though, Sagittarius, I feel like it's, you know, inside here, there's a magician, right? They do magic tricks in here, and you have the acrobats and all that. I think it's like go inside, like almost go inside yourself and really listen and see what gifts want to come out. Ask yourself that. Your ancestors know that you have gifts. So if they have confidence in you, you should have confidence in yourself. And that's that. That's that. And this brings us to Capricorns. These are our CEOs of the zodiac. So let's see we got the 10 of Wands. So for this one, Capricorn, your ancestors, I feel like they're almost recognizing your burden. They see that you're carrying a lot of weight around, and they want you to start trying to make things easier for yourself. And for me, like right away, saying no popped in my head. So Capricorns, practice saying no to stuff this week, and only say yes to things that will help you, are in your best interest, and you don't have to really go out of your way to do. So that will, in turn, take some of the burden off of you, because a lot of times, we're conditioned as a society just to say yes to everything. And most times, I know I've been in that boat where you're just like, crap, why did I agree to this? Now I have to do this, and this. And this crazy thing I agreed to, that most likely probably had nothing to do with me. So I would say that's what you got to do this week, Capricorn. Let's see what charm we have, and then I'll get to the question. So what do we have? Oh, we have this little dress. Oh, here, let me see if I can. It's like a little Gemini here, Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Yep. No, you can. Absolutely. I like to know who's hanging around. So we have this little dress, and it's kind of it's cute. It's like a little 50s, kind of like a Marilyn Monroe dress. So, I think, and just even thinking of that, I think even if you think about Marilyn Monroe too, she said yes to a lot of things she shouldn't have said yes to, right? So I think, again, it's just kind of reinforcing that for our Capricorns, that it's time for you to say no to some stuff. So let's get to our question. Let's see what we got here. What practical steps can I take to master my emotions this week? You worded that wonderfully, Saphira. All right, let's see. So we have the Six of Pentacles. That's actually an interesting card to get for that. I think it's basically really, just kind of looking around at what you do have, what you have. And also for some reason, these almost seem kind of like little compartments to me. I kind of feel like you need to really decide what emotions will help you, because sometimes, good emotions help you, obviously, but sometimes there are those not so good emotions. They're there for a reason. And I think you need to kind of dive into those, and I really think that you need to let go of these emotions that don't mean anything and that won't help you and won't, that just aren't for your highest good. Get rid of them. So, I know for you I know you were talking about feeling judgy and stuff like that. So look at that. Why are you feeling that way? What is making you feel that way? What is it about you that's making you feel that way? Right. And a lot of times that is something that maybe we are feeling insecure about something, or maybe we are feeling that our emotions are out of control, and it's easier to pick apart other people because then you don't have to focus on yourself, right? So I think this card's really calling you to focus on yourself and really give yourself that time. Again, self-care, it's all over the place. I feel like that's our thread this week is self-care. So Aquarius, we're at our Aquariuses right now. So let's see what we got for you. And if you joined us late, tomorrow I am speaking with Nicola McIntosh. She is coming out with the Celtic Spirit Oracle and the Plant Spirit Medicine book. And I'm going to be talking to her at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. So come join me. Our print editions, we still have some left. So if you want the print summer issue, which is the cover is awesome. It's in our feed if you want to look at it. Those are still available, but that is limited. So if you're going to do that, do it quick. All right. Aquarius. We got the Magician card again. So for you, Aquarius, I really feel like for you, you need to connect. You need to connect with source. You need to connect with your guides, whatever it is that you are comfortable connecting with, because I feel like they have some messages for you and that you can do that. You have the ability to do that. And if you've never done that before, it's really as easy as just sitting, being mindful of how you are, how you're feeling, and just asking, like, what are my gifts? What do I need to be working on right now? Because I do feel like that your ancestors are kind of hanging around you and they have messages for you. And that could even be too, like asking, how will I know you're sending me a message, and stuff like that. So Aquarius, I feel like you need to work on that. Like whatever, you work with, it's time to tap into that and give some time and space to that as well. And that can be doing like, just like journaling. You can just kind of do a brain dump. You just open a journal. You can set a timer for like 1 minute or 3 minutes, whichever one you want, and just write whatever comes to mind. And sometimes by doing that a couple days in a row, you'll notice like a reoccurring pattern or word or something like that. And that's your message. So Aquarius, if you feel called to do that, you can try that as well. So let's see. Oh, look at that. And you know what? Look what I got. Oh my gosh, look. I can't, if I can get it. I got an angel. That's so cool. There we go. Look it. I got an angel for that one. So again, that's just reinforcing working with whatever that higher thing is that you work with. There you go. Can't get any clearer than that, Aquarius. So, Pisces, word to Pisces. What do we got here for you, Pisces? So we got the sun. I love that. All right, Pisces, we have the sun. So your ancestors, right now, I feel like it's your ancestors are shining the light on things that you need to give more attention to because they are what make you happy. So, again, even by me saying that, like, what is the sun shining on for you? What is the first thing that pops in your head? That's what your ancestors want you to focus on this week. Those are always fun ones. I always like when that happens. And we got a little house. So I love that. So maybe that has to do with something at home that you need to be focusing on this week. So that's something to think about, Pisces. What is, maybe even too, if you're, depending on if the sun shines in your house, in the morning or in the afternoon, maybe just stand there, like when the sun is shining in and see where in your house the sun is shining on. Maybe that is a space that needs attention. Maybe you need to, clear it, or maybe you need to add something to it. So I like that. I think that's like kind of a fun thing to do if you so desire, Pisces. So then that concludes our whole zodiac. Does anybody else want a card before we finish up here? Now's the time, friends. Now's the time. And I can drink my tea with my teacup. Look at I got him. Isn't he so cute? I got it at Tractor Supply. You should see me in Tractor Supply. They love it, the farmers. It's always very interesting. They don't know what to think of me. All right, Summer Star. Summer Star. I like your name. I also like summer, so I'm ready for it. Let me grate. Isn't it cute? It has a little top too, like the, like the coffee top. But it's like perfect for tea. But I was telling everybody today, I was kind of rushing around and I made tea, air quote. And for probably a good 15 minutes, I was drinking hot water because I forgot to put the tea bag in. That's how this week started. All right, so Summer Star 22, we got the Emperor. So I think it's time for you to start taking charge of some stuff in your life. It is time. And you know what? Do it with no F's given. That's what you need to do this week. I feel that there are some situations that kind of slipping away from you, and you know it, and you're like, oh crap. Well, the ancestors are saying, you know what? You need to harness this Emperor energy and take charge. That's what I got for you, Summer. So yeah, that's what we got this week. tomorrow night I'm going to be chatting with Nicola. And yeah, I have a few other ones coming up and we'll post it, but really important to make sure you're following us on all the socials because we're always posting all sorts of stuff, and keep your notifications on here. Put them on for the Cartomancer magazine so that when I'm posting all these fun things and our specials and our deals and all of that, you won't miss it. And then you can't come back and say, I didn't see it. And I'm going to say, did you have your notifications on? I will say that. So there's that. But anyway, I hope you guys all have a wonderful week. Happy new moon. We also have, what else is coming? What am I missing? Wait, we have Beltane. One of those is coming up. So enjoy it. Enjoy it all. Spring. All right, guys. I will be back here next Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern, and I will see you then. Bye.